On the news tonight, Nigerians urged to embrace the use of artificial intelligence for national development. Nigeria wins big at global math competition. Plus, latest in the world of entertainment and sports. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Musa Toliad. Nigerian students have continued to conquer the world in international academic competitions. The recent being the exploit of Master Adoga Agbo Daniel and Ovie Okpako Oyokoro, among other students, who all emerged as overall best in the World Singapore and Asian School Maths Olympiad. This accomplishment was recently acknowledged at the Federal Ministry of Education with much encouragement and accolades for the students who brought Nigeria's name in gold at the world stage. Abdullahi Ajia tells us more.
Nigeria's exploits in local and international academic competitions have never been in doubt. It got better with Ovie Okpako Onyokoko in 2024, who conquered the world to reemerge as the global champion in the Singapore and Asia Schools Maths Olympiad, and Adoga Agbo Daniel also repeated the same achievement in the 2025 edition held in April.
In the STEAM Ahead 2024, I got a gold medal in the science category, silver medal in the maths category, and bronze medal in the cybersecurity category. This year again, I came out with a silver medal for this year's one. So in all this organization, this entire exam writing has helped me a lot, helped me to develop my skills, helped me to develop my thinking ability.
The secret is hard work, good friends and family to support you. Also good trainers with experience.
Nigeria's dominance also produced silver and bronze medals in the competition with over 47 countries and 1,000 competitors.
So I was a little bit surprised because I wasn't expecting such a score.
These global champions were in a brief ceremony presented to the Ministry of Education, where encomium was showered on them.
The FME, that is Federal Ministry of Education, retraces its commitment in providing sound educational policies and framework that aligns with the best global practices. My dear young champions, it is important to note that the reward of hard work is more responsibilities that will gear you up to maintain the topmost position in your choosing career.
We are here to recognize and appreciate excellent performance. That's why we gathered here to say, take this medal, take this certification for your outstanding performance in this very exam.
Stakeholders say for Nigeria to emerge world-best in 2 successive years speaks volume that with more attention and support, more global champions will emerge from the country. In Abuja, Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
The need for developing countries like Nigeria to maximize the gains of artificial intelligence in creating wealth and enhancing national development has been stressed. This was at the 17th inaugural lecture of the Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Lagos. Essie Nwameka reports.
Of the Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech, with the theme Capacitance of Artificial Intelligence, Communication, Framing and Learning in a Growing Economy, was delivered by Dr. Omobayo Rahim. Traditional rulers, principal officers and students of the school listened with rapt attention as the inaugural lecturer, Dr. Omobayo Rahim, gave a detailed analysis of the importance of the use of artificial intelligence and the need for developing countries like Nigeria to embrace this new technological advancement for national development.
Develop our infrastructure, to avoid misuse of AI and learning, and of course, from all observations, AI drives class, diagnosing diseases, links academic relations, and preparing development AI itself. AI is trying to dominate virtually all sectors and be able to achieve superhuman feats and execute extraordinary performances.
Although there are factors militating against the use of artificial intelligence in Nigeria, Dr. Omobayo Rahim noted that with collaborative efforts by all stakeholders, these challenges can be addressed and nipped in the bud.
As possible, you want them to learn how to use their tools, particularly in class settings. Just like we mentioned of calculator, when you are practicing mathematics, you are doing your assignments, you can make use of the calculator. But when exams are here, we expect you to do away with it.
The rector, Yaba College of Technology, Dr. Ibrahim Abdul, added that strong regulatory policies put in place by government will guide the use of artificial intelligence in schools.
AI policy is in the making, and we are about to bring out a comprehensive AI policy. So as far as what we have now, there is no restriction that is officially written down. But it depends on individual lecturers that still state what they want and what they don't want.
The 17th inaugural lecture of the Yaba College of Technology is part of year 2025 inaugural lecture series of the school. In Lagos, Ese Onwamaka, NT News.
And still talking education and literacy. Early financial literacy in children is key to ensuring healthy money habits, enhanced decision making, which encourages goal setting. These sum up the speeches of keynote speakers at the launch of the book titled Cracking the Money Code. Ometere Chiedu reports.
Teaching children young in all spheres of life will not only enhance their capabilities, it will also transform their abilities. This is why the book Cracking the Money Code, according to the reviewers, will help children prioritize their needs and wants, thereby concretizing the concept of saving.
It's going to be a great transformation to the economy, to the country, and I recommend it highly to all parents and schools.
My take is that Cracking the Money Code is a very good book, and it's not just for children, it's for adults as well.
Teaching children from a very young age financial literacy. I mean, frankly, any life skill, it is important to start learning it very early.
Speaking, the author Iyobu Sasori says the book will help children between the ages of 6 to 11 navigate the appropriate ways of being financially smart and also help them align their skills early for financial benefits.
Following my transition from the banking sector to the education space, I quickly identified a gap. And what was this gap? It was that financial literacy was being overlooked, not really paid the necessary attention. And so what did I do to ensure that I'm not just complaining about the gap, but I'm working effectively to fill this gap? Cracking the Money Code as a book is a tool that I had to come up with to ensure that this gap is filled.
For the panelists, there is a need for the nation's education system to start building conversations around empowering the next generation through financial literacy.
This generation has to be taught early on how to create value, because, of course, value naturally will attract wealth and prosperity.
I bless the author and the initiative, especially to impact the little lives. The concept of money, it has to be ingrained in their growing up years, not when they are old and the mindset is already there in a different way.
It's so educating. It's something that I wish I had as a child, but I'm excited that my child gets to get that.
Money is not something to be feared. Money is a tool to use. Now, this book, Cracking the Money Code, gives us a tool to help us have that conversation continuously with our children.
The book is about 161 pages, and according to the author, there is going to be a follow-up series that will monitor the progress of the children in the area of financial literacy till when they become adults. In Lagos, Ometere Chiedu, NTA News.
And now to security matter. As part of its ongoing efforts to combat insurgency and tackle insecurity across the country, the Nigerian Air Force has reaffirmed its commitment to advancing local research and innovation. This renewed pledge took center stage at the Open Days event of the Air Force Research and Development Institute in Ido-Osun, Osun State, to mark the 61st anniversary of the Nigerian Air Force. Femi Afariogun reports that the event was themed "Come See Your Air Force."
The doors of Nigerian Air Force Research and Development Institute in Ido-Osun was opened to civilians as part of activities to mark 2025 Nigerian Air Force Day. From guided tours of locally developed innovations, including unmanned aerial vehicles, to advanced surveillance equipment and technological platforms, civilians had a rare opportunity of first-hand look into how the Air Force operates to defend the nation's skies.
We saw drones, we saw very big things that have been seen on social media or on film before. They are doing a very great job.
I love the Air Force because they protect us from harm and danger, and I wish to be one.
We should keep supporting them, give them information.
With interactive sessions, documentary screening, and engaging video display, the Nigerian Air Force reiterated its commitment to protecting Nigerians.
Any meaningful impact, you must encourage research and development. And so with some of the products we have seen, you can see that we are making advances. Together, we build the security architecture, make it more firmer, more effective, and more effectual.
By opening its gates to everyday Nigerians, the Air Force is not just showcasing ardor, it is strengthening public confidence, posing that the force belongs to the people it protects. From NAV Research and Development Institute here in Idosho, Femi Afari, NTA News.
Guest on Good Morning Nigeria believes strategic focus on enforcement, monitoring, and capacity building is required for the robust implementation of Nigeria's first procurement policy. Their key recommendations include adopting e-procurement technology systems to enhance transparency and allow real-time tracking of procurement activities, reducing corruption risk, and providing capital and sustainable electricity generation in the country. Lydia Sampson reports.
Nigeria First policy mandates that all federal procurements prioritize Nigerian-made goods and services, barring imports unless formally waived by the Bureau of Public Procurement. The guests acknowledge that this policy needs the buy-in of state governments, MDAs, public and private sectors, and citizens alike. They suggest independent audits and regular procurement reviews be institutionalized to detect non-compliance and irregularities early and serious enforcement of compliance.
Public procurement can be a very important tool to drive local production. It can be a very important tool to draw investment into the country. It is a very important tool to establish standards of goods, works and products that we receive into the country. And so I think this is a good opportunity.
In the Renew Hope agenda and with the appointment of the several professional guys at the BPP, it cannot be a better time than now. And I believe that government have to live by their own words. They have to set standards and show example.
Sanctions for violations, the guests insist, must be clearly defined and strictly applied to deter misconduct.
The time for talks is over. All these talks, this should not happen. We have come now to Nigeria First. The talks of before now should be over. Let's now go into action. People who are not doing it right, they shouldn't be allowed to continue doing it wrong.
They seek more capacity building for procurement officers to ensure effectiveness and also insist MDAs should be held accountable. The guests also noted that public participation and civil society engagement can provide additional oversight and pressure for compliance. Collaboration with international procurement bodies and adoption of best practices from successful countries, guests on Good Morning Nigeria believe will help Nigeria tailor effective monitoring mechanism. With deliberate measures, they noted, the Nigeria First policy can stimulate local industries, reduce import dependence, and drive sustainable economic growth. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Pope Leo XIV has promised to bring light to dark and suffering areas in the world. This was during his historic first Mass celebrated in the Sistine Chapel, a day after his election. Ekene Ndule reports.
14 has celebrated his first Mass in the Sistine Chapel, where he was elected less than 24 hours earlier, and prayed that his historic papacy can help the Catholic Church be a beacon illuminating the dark nights of this world. Leo XIV, the former Cardinal Robert Prevost, and the first U.S. Pope, looked serene as he said the Mass in the famous frescoed chapel with the same cardinals who chose him to be the 267th pontiff and the successor to Pope Francis. Dressed in relatively simple white and gold vestments, Leo XIV, who was born in Chicago but spent 2 decades as a missionary in Peru, said a few words in English before continuing his homily in fluent Italian. He painted the spiritual picture of the church he would like to see under his papacy. The Pope said he was elected new head of the world's 1.4 billion Catholics, so the church can be a beacon to reach areas suffering a lack of faith. In Abuja, Ekene Ndulue, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. More reports after this time out. Stay with us.
Chief, you are welcome. Oh, this people says, oh, thank God, the light is back. Again.
Why are you still living in the past? Have you not heard of solar?
Chief, forget all these fake products in the market.
Don't get mad. Get Viforce and Zantres American solar battery and panel. It is the original Indian product in the market. Approved by Sun. Viforce and Zantres America. Tubular battery. They have super inverter, Zantres MPPT controller, and street light for church, offices, factories, mosque, hospital, even industries. Visit Easy Blessed Nigeria Limited, head office, Easy Blessed Plaza, F10 and 11, Alaba Arago Junction, Alaba International Market. Ring them on 08036 830 557 08039 644-115. Viforce and Zantres America. Solution to steady life.
At Sono Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at Kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sono Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sono Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
It's time to celebrate the brightest and most curious minds on the planet, our children. On this special day, we celebrate the creativity and excitement children brings to our life.
Somebody that said you're not seeing anything. Okay, if you know you're here for the front.
The 2025 NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day event will feature match pass, beauty pageant, dance competition, games, chess, Scrabble, table tennis, Ludo, and so much more. Watch your favorite artists perform, have fun, and play in our colorful bouncy castle. Send shout-outs and goodwill messages to your loved ones. All these will be happening on Tuesday, 27th May 2025. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedros Show Avenue, Yaba. Time, 10 a.m. Gate fee, 3,000 naira per child. There will be gift packs for every child and prizes for winners of the various competitions. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call Incam 0706 086 5487, Chibuzo 0812 324 5519, Gmo 0803-830-1669. Date again, Tuesday, 27th May 2025. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises, Tedros Shoyaba. Time, 10 a.m. Gate fee, 3,000 naira per child. The NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day Party promises to be an unparalleled adventure. Happy Children's Day.
Glad to know that you're still staying tuned to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. And now to foreign news. Let's now join Sheyi Adeyemi for some foreign tidbits.
Formerly Cardinal Robert Prevost brought joy to St. Peter's Square. Prevost, the Chicago-born cardinal, emphasized peace and unity in his first speech. Pilgrims inspired by Pope Francis hope he will follow in his footsteps. The crowd prayed along with Prevost during the recitation of Ave Maria, marking a historical moment for the Catholic Church. Moving on. Russian President Vladimir Putin marked the 80th anniversary of the Soviet Union victory over Nazi Germany with a grand victory day parade in Moscow Red Square, attended by over 20 international leaders, including China's Xi Jinping, despite Ukraine's rejection of Russian unilateral ceasefire. In Lagos, Sheyi Adeyemi, NTA News.
And now to entertainment news. Nollywood actress Mercy Aigbe reflects on career journey ahead of the 2025 Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards. Dolapo Akinola has details of this and more in entertainment news.
2025 Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Award draws near. Nollywood star Mercy Aigbe took to Instagram to reflect on her career, sharing throwback photos from her first AMVCA win. The actress celebrated her growth, consistent recognition, and over 20 years in the industry. Moving on, Nigerian Afrobeat icon Davido has revealed how his wife Chioma played a vital role in the production of his latest album 5, which has quickly climbed global music charts. The album, which dropped on April 18, 2025, features 17 tracks and includes collaboration with international stars such as Grammy winners Victoria Monet and Chris Brown. 5 made a strong debut, landing the number 2 spot on the world album chart with 7,000 equivalent album units sold in its first week. That is all on entertainment news. In Lagos, Dolapo Akinola, NTA News.
Up next is Sports Update.
The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to the growth and development of sports in the country with the inauguration of a 22-member planning committee tasked with preparing and coordinating modalities for receiving the Commonwealth Games Kings baton in Nigeria. The initiative comes as part of preparations ahead of the 2026 Commonwealth Games. The inauguration ceremony was presided over by the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Malam Shehu Diko, at the media center of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. The relay serves as a rallying call for all the Commonwealth nations to unite in friendly competition and uphold the spirit of sportsmanship. To football, Nigeria's under-20 men's football team, the Flying Eagles, are set to face defending champions of the tournament, Senegal, in the quarterfinals come Monday, 12th May, at the ongoing tournament in Egypt. Senegal confirmed their place in the quarterfinals on Thursday with a 2-0 victory over DR Congo in their last Group C encounter, while Nigeria reached the quarterfinals after a 2-2 draw with the Rising Stars of Kenya in their last Group B encounter. The Flying Eagles finished second in Group B with 5 points, 2 behind group leaders Morocco, thereby setting up a date against the defending champion Senegal on Monday, 12th May 2025. Afin Ladies and Golden Sun Sports have qualified for the semi-finals in the ongoing Prosperity Cup tournament. Tinipri Ohia reports that Afin Ladies beat Crystal Stars 3-1 on penalties after a 1-1 draw in regulation time, as Golden Sun Sports Academy defeated Bayelsa State College of Nursing Sciences 5 unreplied goals.
The girls were G3 because of the kind of opponent, due to the fact that this team has been there for long. But I try to motivate them and I try to give them the mentality to go all the way.
It's a game of luck. At least we struggled and strive very hard to penalty shooters. And once a game goes to penalty shooters, it's just like a gamble. Any team can win.
Sports Update, Gift George, NTA News.
Well, on that sporting note, we call it a wrap on the English segment of the NTA Lagos 10 News at 7. Many thanks for watching. Princess Oluwaseyi Akinlade is standing by with the Yoruba version of the news. Good evening.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Èyí ni àṣàyàn ìròyìn tó wọlé tàn yín wá láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ ìkànnì 10 tó wà ní agbègbè Tẹ́jú Oṣó ní ìlú Èkó. Olúwaṣèyí Adéṣọlá Akínládé oníròyìn. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jagunmólú lágbàáyé ní ẹ̀ka onírúurú ìdíje ìlànà ètò tí wọ́n kópa nínú rẹ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé. Tí a bá ń sọ nípa àṣeyọrí àwọn akọni akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bíi Master Adogba Agbo Daniel àti Ovi Àpọ́kò Oyokoko, pẹ̀lú àwọn òmíràn tí a kò dárúkọ wọn. Láàárín àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí wọ́n ti di ọ̀kan òfínágbòǹgbò tó ga jùlọ ní àgbáyé ní orílẹ̀-èdè Singapore àti ní Asia. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àṣeyọrí ọ̀tún náà tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wáyé ní ẹ̀ka tó ń ṣe kò kárí ètò ìlànà ẹ̀kọ́ lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí fi ọwọ́ sọ̀yà fún wọn. Bákan náà túbọ̀ gba àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìyànjú láti túbọ̀ mú kí orúkọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wà ní ipò àmúyangàn lágbàáyé. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Abdullahi Ajiya ló mú àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn náà wá. Ọ̀kan pàtàkì láti mú ìdàgbàsókè débá orílẹ̀-èdè, pàápàá jùlọ bí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, nípa tútúbọ̀ fi okun agbára ìkó ọrọ̀ jọ, bákan náà fi okun kún agbára ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè lápapọ̀ ni wọ́n ti yànnàná ẹ̀ ní àgbáyé. Àgbékalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ náà ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan gbòógì tí wọ́n sọ níbi ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ irú rẹ̀ tó wáyé ní iléèwé tí gbogbo nìṣe tó wà ní Yaba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Mímú kí àwọn ògo wẹrẹ ní ìmọ̀ àti òye nínú ètò ìṣúná ni wọ́n sọ wípé ó jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì tó lè mú okun wọn nínú owó lọ́wọ́. Bákan náà túbọ̀ fún gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ wọn ní ìlànà tó jọjú àti pàápàá jùlọ gbà wọ́n ní ìyànjú láti gbé ìlànà ọjọ́ iwájú tó yegere kalẹ̀ nínú ìrìn àjò wọn. Gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì tó jẹ jáde láti ẹnu agbẹnusọ níbi ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé tó wọ́n pè àkórí rẹ̀ ní fífi owó kan kókó gbogbo tó mú owó jáde. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Ọmọ́tẹ̀rẹ̀ Ṣírèdú ló mú àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn náà wá. Pope Leo tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yàn ti ṣe ìlérí láti tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ paná òkùnkùn ní àwọn agbègbè tí wọ́n wà nínú ìjẹ̀rora káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé lápapọ̀. Gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà wáyé níbi àkànṣe ìlànà ẹ̀sìn àkọ́kọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe láti fi sàmì ayẹyẹ ìgbésẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ ẹ̀sìn lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n yan Pope náà. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Ekene Indulu ló mú àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn náà wá. A ò ní rí jù báyìí lọ lórí àṣàyàn ìròyìn tòní. Bí pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn òpin ọ̀sẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ lónìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe àríyá níwọ̀nba, nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀ epo lọ́mọ aráyé ń bá nílá, wọn kì í bá nílá tẹ̀jẹ̀. Èmi Olúwaṣèyí Adéṣọlá Akínládé ló ní kí a fi re pàdé. Ẹ ṣé tẹ̀ ń tẹ́tí sí wa. Ó dàbọ̀.